Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. Good morning. It is yet another day. It is Wednesday, the 18th. And excuse me yesterday for saying the wrong date, but it just got in my spirit. It is Wednesday, February the 18th. And today we want to talk about selfless or selfish. Selfless or selfish. On today's 5 Minutes Hope, we want to talk about selfless or selfish. At some point in a time in your life, you have to come to the point of the realization where you are not by yourself. In Proverbs chapter number 16, verses number 2, it says, all a person's ways seem pure to them, but motives are weighed by the Lord. All a person's ways seems pure to them. I want you to ask yourself this morning, what are your ways? What are your ways? What are your ways? When you sit down and you examine yourself and you look at the things that you're doing with your life, when you look at the people that you come in contact with every day, when you think about what it is that you're doing and how you are becoming and how you're growing, what are your ways? What are your ways? As every time you look up, you're doing something that's just going to benefit you, or are you doing something that may benefit others? A lot of times we get in life what we put in life. I'll say that again. We get out of life what we put in life. We get out of life what we put into life. At some point in time, you have to come to the realization that your ways should not only benefit you, but they should benefit others. I was thinking about something. I was thinking about some things. There have been some things in my life that I have started that have been good habits. And then there have been some things in my life that I have started that have been bad habits. When I thought about the things that I started that were good habits and why I stopped doing them, I was left with a disdain in my mouth. I was left with something that was saying, "Wow, if I had stuck to it, it would have benefited me and it would have benefited others." And sometimes the reason that we stop doing things, the reason that we stop being better, the reason that we stop caring about people, the reason that we stop making our environment better, the reason that we stop changing is because it's not benefiting us fast enough. Selfless or selfish. A lot of times we need to go ahead and we need to understand that we cannot be so selfish, because as you get older and as you believe, your life comes in contact with a number of people every day. When you go about life, every day when you're going about life and you're seeing people and you're meeting people, you're greeting people, you come in contact with a lot of people every day. And as you come in contact with these people every day, you need to ask yourself, what I'm doing at this moment, am I being selfless or am I being selfish? Teamwork makes the dream work, but also teamwork makes you grow as a person. If you're always doing everything just to benefit you, then what's the purpose? Because at the end of the day, when you lay down at night, the only person that has benefited from anything that you have done in your life is you. And Psalms number 16, verse number 2 says, Proverbs number 16, verse number 2 says, a person's ways seem pure to them, but motives are weighed by the Lord. Why do you do what you do? Why do you do what you do? On today's 5 Minutes of Hope, I need you to ask you, why do you do what you do? What is the purpose of you saying hello to somebody? Is it so that you can get them to say hello back to you? Or is it so that you can get engaged with other people? What is the purpose of you paying your light bill? Are you paying your light bill so you can have lights in the house? Or are you paying your light bill so that other people who stay with you can have lights as well? Why are you going grocery shopping? What is it? Why do you do what you do? What weighs your motive? What is the motive behind everything you do? Why do you do what you do? Is your life being fulfilled every day, or is it not being fulfilled every day? Every time you look up, is your life being fulfilled to the point of the purpose where you see that life is getting better? Or is your life not being fulfilled because it's just messed up crazy because everything you do is always about you? Selfish or selfish? On today's 5 minutes of hope, I want you to weigh your motives. I want you to weigh the reason why you get up in the morning. I want you to weigh the reason why you go to work. I want you to weigh the reason why you're going to school. Why is it you want that degree? Why is it you want that job? Is it just so you can floss and look better? Or are you really going after the passion that you have in your life? Look, listen, a lot of you may be suffering and may be saying, my life is not right. My life is not happy. I'm not happy. Maybe the reason you're not happy is because your ways, they seem pure to you. But when you look at the motive of what's going on, when you look at the motive of what's happening with you, when you look at your motives and you see there what's going on, there is really nothing that can be done or nothing that can be said that you're making a really change in people's life. The only thing that's going on is you're just going through it day by day, hour by hour, minute by minute, and second by second. And every day you wake up and every time you look, everything is being selfish. We have to come to the realization in today's 5 minutes of hope that we have to care for other people besides ourselves. God is doing something with me in finances. God is doing something with me in money. God is doing something with me in friendship. And in all my years of living, I've never ever taken it upon myself to go ahead and make sure that I'm the one building the friendship. I'm the one sitting there making sure that I'm reaching out. I'm being a friend. The Bible says, "He who wants friends must show himself friendly." Is the ways that you're going about showing yourself friendly, is it always a one-sided friendship? Is it always a one-sided friendship? Are your friendships leaning where you're really gaining and learning the other person? Or is every time you look up, that friendship is always sliding towards the scale of your selflessness, of your gratitude, of your envy, of your self-improvement? Are you bringing light and bringing adaptation, bringing addition, bringing more influence, bringing something wonderful to the people who you call friends? Are you doing that? All a person's ways seem pure to them, but motives are weighed by the Lord. I need you today to really ask yourself, what is my passion? What is my passion? What is my passion? Is my passion increasing those around me, or is my passion decreasing those around me? On today's 5 minutes to hope, I want you to ask yourself, am I being selfish or selfish? And if you're being selfless, then you really need to evaluate, are you a good friend? And I want to let you know something. In mindset, where you make a decision, you digest it, and you deal with it, so that you can reap the harvest instead of making a choice and getting a consequence. You're going to have to understand that if you always are doing everything to be selfless, and always doing everything and you're being selfless, all you're going to get back is a harvest, and a reaping of selfish acts. And when you finally understand and finally get it through your mind and finally realize, why is everything not benefiting me? Why is I do this and I take one step forward, but it seems like I take 6 or 7 steps backward? You're going to realize that the reason that that is happening, or the reason that is going for, the reason that things are going the way they are, is because you are being selfish. I need you today on today's 5 minutes hope to ask myself, am I being selfless or am I being selfless? Weigh your motives. Weigh your motives. Is everything you do designed to make you better? Is everything you do designed to make you sit out on top? Even when it is your fault and you made a mess up, are you willing to say you're sorry so that you can move on and so others can get better? Or is everything designed to make you look like you have it all together? Sometimes you need to take the L. Why? Because L means that you grow. Sometimes you need to take the L because maybe it's somebody else's time to shine. Maybe it's somebody else's time to look in the mirror and say, hey, I won. Maybe the reason that people around you are not growing the way that you think they should is because you're hogging up all the glory. You're hogging up everything. You're hogging up the way and the things for them to be. I need you right now to ask yourself, are you being selfless or selfish? In today's 5 minutes of hope, I just want to encourage you to take the selfless route because you've been selfish long enough. Take the selfless route because you've been selfish long enough. That's been my time, and I'll see you tomorrow. You have a great day. God bless you. I love you, and I hope you love yourself. And remember, if you don't see the change you want, then it's time for you to become the change you want to see. You guys go and be blessed. Have a great day. Bye bye.